Driving, he drove his own car to the polling unit and collected 20,000. Is that poverty? No, that is poverty of the spirit. That is the issue that we must interrogate. So, as you will hear from me in the course of my address today, we must share the blame. The people who stayed at home, and those who sold their votes, and then those who were the participants in that transaction, PDP and APC. For PDP, they do not have my sympathy, and I don't think they have the sympathy of anybody to cry, to shed crocodile tears. When you submitted yourself to a process, you participated in a game, the rules of which you were well aware. But because you have been outbidden, because your cash just was not enough to take you home, you're crying blue and you're crying wolf. Nobody, you have, no, at least you don't have my sympathy. In my polling unit, I can tell you that it was agents of the PDP who were buying votes, not agents of the APC, in my polling unit. Indeed, one said to one of my guys, say the work when I come to here to fall a backhand and to form my hand, they will send deliberately there to come and buy votes. So, as they say, all is fair in love and war. We don't have, we're not sympathetic towards the PDP. And like I've always said, there are two sides of the same coin. What you are seeing unfolding is a family quarrel. They belong to the same group. So they know their weaknesses and their strengths. So one has outsmarted the other. They will settle later. All this one are just initial. They will settle later. The victim will continue to be the people of the district. But as I have already indicated, there are victims who have gone in with their eyes open, chosen to suffer. Sunday morning I went to church, New Covenant Gospel Church, pastored by Reverend Dr. Omobudu, and he said something I will never forget. He said the worst kind of slave is the one who pays to be enslaved. That is what the Omobudu said in church. I didn't ask him to say it. He said the worst kind, and he quoted the scripture from the Bible when God told his people that on this Jubilee Day, remember we call the election Freedom Day. God told his people, on this Jubilee Day, all the captives, set them free. But the one that does not want to be free, actually, he struck a chord in my heart. We will continue to work for the good people. But they must firstly realize that they are in need of help. If they don't arrive at that conclusion, you can't help them. But we are here, ready to help them. Stockholm syndrome comes to mind when the victim or the captive is now in love with their captor. That would appear to be the situation of the people of Edo State and Nigeria. Edo State is an enlightened state, relatively speaking. In this country, our people are aware. So what that tells me is that they have deliberately decided, because of circumstances that are not because of instant gratification, they have decided. Again, I don't tag everybody with the same brush. But we can speak in general terms. Because from polling unit to polling unit, zone to zone, the narrative was the same. And may I add, it had nothing to do with party. My own party members sold out. Yes. Agents of my party were seen hiding and concealing their tax so that they will not lose out in the bazaar. So they hid their tax. The deputy governor accosted one agent in his own area. Where is your tag? He said, oh, I know where I am. And now brought it out of his pocket. Because in Edo North, and as we have seen in the results, we can understand why. In Edo North, bidding price went up to 30,000 in some places. In some areas, 30,000 naira. That was the ceiling. The floor was 15. And so it was a bidding war. If they go 10, you go to 15. The other side had no chance in here. You all know Governor Lagos was in town. Governor Ogun was in town. Governor Imo was in town. Governor Kogi was in town. Governor Ekiti was in town. Senate President was in town. It isn't against the record. I've been at home, the carry on. They were in town for a reason. On the PDP side, Governor Adamawa was in town. Governor Delta was in town. I forget the other, there's one other governor. Fitili is Adamawa. Taraba was in town. I didn't see by that side, but I hear he was around. They too came. But when force meets force, higher force or lower force will back. I heard that Governor Delta, in our worry boy. So as you see, say, Matador pass, be careful. I face as a man. But as I normally say, they don't tell them and don't say what they're not. So when they don't come cry, you were putting in the game that you play willingly. They don't score you finish now. They say, see what you referee do. They don't have our sympathy. The people of Edo State have our sympathy.